I swear it's nothing to be worried about. Like, I promise you, I speak on behalf of all of us. When I say we just chopping it up, I promise you, we just chopping it up like round table discussion. It's all or nothing. Building over thoughts you wouldn't walk through the public. Connected like the plug is. The outlet is the line from top to bottom. It's whatever's designed, and it's Gucci behind these doors up here. Get it all in the clear. We'll check something, but it's all sincere. So book them, Danny. Line them up like they in a faded throne, cause nobody ever became great alone.
Welcome to Choppin Up here at Faded with your host Gucci. I got my co-host
Sincere,
my first lady
Danny.
We got a special guest for y'all, DJ 9.
Yes.
Before we get into our subject, just want our man's here to introduce himself and tell us a lot about him and what got him in the culture and what brings him here today.
Well, you already know, man, it's your guy DJ Ch0Pp1n from Philly, South Philly. You know what I'm saying? DJ, artist, actor, I do it all, man. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Met the folks. You know what I mean? We came through. It's a network thing. That's what I'm here for, is for the network.
Word, yeah. We appreciate that. Our topic today is going to be why we don't support each other in the culture.
Damn.
More so, I'm going to say why we support each other as being great and black. Because reality is a lot of support we look for come from home, and who else but to support you but your homeboys, right?
Facts.
So, I mean, who want to kick this conversation off? Sincere, you got a lot of thought that you can put together.
Yeah, I'm always in the train of thought. Because for me personally, I always hear you got black companies, got people that's doing their own thing. Like for you, instance, the Garden State Gold, love it. I like the jacket, had to get me myself one. But you don't get a lot of that where people will spend a couple $100 on the same quality of a jacket instead of supporting someone that's convenient to you and affordable, and you can also support that person on a whole nother level. And for me, what I see is normal is greed. They got something to say about, oh, well, it's not this, that, and the third, but you won't say the same thing about another type of a brand.
Another brand, yeah.
Another brand, and you'll spend that money without oh man, this, that, and third, but you wear it 2-3 times, then it's done. You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of supporting somebody that took their time to stitch clothing and
so quality.
Yeah, for the quality, because they got the hunger. I can say also too that on the same note, sometimes when you do start supporting that, my folks, my culture, they start to slack a little bit once they get a little bit too big headed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I see that too.
Mm-hmm.
I see that not just in our culture. But the first thing that comes to mind when we came up with this topic was like Indian people. They come over here and they bring like their generations with them, and they all live in one house all together, and they work together as a unit, and they go and buy themselves a business, and then they build on that business while all the entire household is helping out with the business, which brings money into the household. And it makes me wonder why it's only certain cultures that do it that route.
I don't think it's just certain. I think it's really more so an upbringing, because I ain't gonna lie, as Americans, we are selfish. We're selfish. We're born into greed and stuff like that. We want what we mostly can't have because it's what's shown to us. Like, you want to be rich, you want to be famous, and no one thinks to do it in a team effort. They all think to do it like, oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. Even in the hood, like your whole squad of people could rap, but y'all won't get together and do a group. I mean, Wu-Tang has been a thing that's been forever, and 9 people on one record deal. I don't know how that worked out, but they all seem to have made greatness out of what they did, but you don't see that too often. And there's so many of us that got talent that can come together and make a big project and eat off of it, but everybody wants a bigger piece of a pie, or they want more. And rather than, I guess, creating something that we can build off of, because I think everything starts with a decent foundation, rather than us creating our own foundation, we'll backpack on our own and do what we can, and not just do what we can, but we want to do it alone, because we don't want to have to owe nobody and and after a while you're going to realize that everything you do when you're coming up is going to be, you're going to need support. You're going to need people that are like-minded like you to stay behind you, to at least get you to your good foundation.
Yes. And
from there you can skyrocket in whatever direction you go to, but as long as you got this foundation you can come back to, and people will always fail to realize that foundation is what you need to start with. So
I just think that like it gotta start somewhere, because like when the support, like when you first like start something, like people like coming into the shit, people didn't support. So naturally, like once, you know what I'm saying, when somebody else get there, it's like, well, ain't nobody help me, so like I'm not putting nobody on. Like it gotta take somebody to start, like, you know what I'm saying, putting people on, like, you know what I'm saying. So it could be the norm, because it's not the norm. It's like, you know what I'm saying, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, it's like you said, like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, this and that, this and that. Well, my cousin rap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to buy your clothing line when my cousin got a clothing line. Like you know what I'm saying?
And at the same time, we saying that same stuff and still don't support the cousin.
At all.
You see all that talking about something, hey, yo, man, I ain't saying nothing, dog. My people do the same thing.
Exactly.
Or what's annoying is when you're doing something and you're trying to get your family to back you up and they want everything for free. Oh, can I get that? Like y'all supposed to be supporting me.
But
That's
I think
that golden rule.
I think a big part of it though, like, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta stop like caring about the immediate support, because like you know, because at the end of the night, like once you get to where you gotta go, like, you know what I'm saying, the support gonna be there. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, come on, cuz, yeah, it's my cousin. Now it's my cousin clothing line hot. I'm wearing it now. Everybody wearing it already. I'm wearing it now. You know what I'm saying? It's my cousin joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't really care about that. You just gotta go where you gotta go. And then
I find you get more support from strangers than people that know you. Like people that know you, they're happy for you, but that's about as far as it really goes. And that happiness is real limited.
Yeah.
Like they're not with you on the peaks and troughs of, you know, the ups and downs of everything.
That's what it takes for you to go ahead and set your foundation, because your folks, whether not everybody got the perfect family, but when you do start to build up your success, you definitely will see that those same family members that made it like, because they want to see where you go with it.
Right.
Because you got some people in the culture and the family, but the one person like, all right, oh, you doing this week? All right, next week you do something completely different, and then 2 months ago you wanted to be a doctor. You know what I mean? So they don't have no focus. So now they gotta see you put forth the effort. I can say for certain people in my own family, when they got this drive to go do something, then people start backing it up, because now it's a consistent thing.
Right.
You give consistency, like for our culture, when you show consistency, oh yeah, they'll definitely go ahead and rock. And you ain't 10 toes down, we rocking with you.
Absolutely.
Even if you ain't, you know what I mean, like the whole current thing that's going on now with Diddy. Like everybody was backing him, you know, Diddy bad boy, this and that third. Now, you know, now everything went
now receipts
left.
is coming out.
People like, oh no, I knew something was wrong, boy, from the rip. Oh man. I mean, you just gotta watch how you walk and build up your own foundation. And to piggyback on what you said, Gucci, we gotta learn, instead of saying, oh, they better than us or they ain't nothing. These other nationalities that come over here to America already got the plan written down before they even come over here.
Before they come in, yes, exactly.
Already, everybody from other foreigners come, bring their whole squad, already know that they about to hit the struggle, and all work together. And when they get what they want, they go right back to where they came from.
and send that money right back
right
home.
back,
Like,
you know what I mean?
They do, and it takes time to get. What a lot of people don't understand is it takes time for them to get their papers and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
and while they here getting it, they getting it. Like,
right in the midst of while they doing it, like you said, they do plot and plan and stick to the plan. Consistency.
Yeah.
And what I love is the fact that they ain't letting you win
at all.
they oh, this us? Yeah, this is us. Don't let no outsiders come on in here and try to mess up what we got going on.
Yeah.
If they not married or
Right.
have some type of bond that they gonna stay committed to us, oh yeah, no, you ain't getting none of that. Oh, you can see what we got, but you ain't touching it. You know what I mean? And I think as a culture, we really truly gotta stick to us instead of just sitting over here backbiting and backstabbing. It's a beautiful thing for y'all to go to an event and click. He's like, oh yeah, you know, not knowing each other from a can of paint, but like, oh, let me rock with that. I'm feeling that vibe. I'm feeling that good energy.
Because you can see the vision was likewise. Like we just trying to do the same thing. Like,
Yeah, y'all got your whole color scheme going on there.
that was the kittens by accident too.
Yeah, ain't nobody telling me
I
I
didn't
gotta
even
burn
know.
my shirt.
Even you blended in with the color scheme too.
I
You
was trying to.
blended in.
I ain't get a little hippity hop on
No,
that
y'all
a little bit. You know what I
swear.
mean? I try to blend my colors in. Yeah.
So what do you think we can do with the people to, you know, I mean, it's one thing to support, but what do we need to support each other? You said you need to see consistency.
And
from
leadership.
And leadership, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, what else do you think we're missing in trying to find support from each other?
Yeah, like the leadership, like examples, like people that's really setting the example. Like, all right, well, this, you know what I'm saying, this how you do it. This is what I'm, I mean.
You saw what Wallow did. That whole building
That's what
was
I'm saying.
absolutely free, dog. I was
Free
like,
99.
nigga,
Shout out
are
to
you
Wallow,
serious?
man.
Shouts to fucking Wallow, man. I ain't gonna lie. I sat there and I learned a lot that day. And you put $1 million worth of game in my pocket. You didn't even put it on the computer.
For free.
We came to see you.
Free 99.
You sold out the Met for free 99, and I'm sure you made that bread right back, bro. Big ups to you, man. Big ups to you for real.
And that's another thing too. Just by you doing that, you know, we not big yet, but we gonna be big. But even showing those flowers, giving that back for what he did on his podcast, they was the motivation for me.
Yeah.
Gilly and Wallow, like I knew Gilly as a young boy, not personally, but as far as seeing what he was doing, to see him make a platform. Even you, seeing you coming over here when I met you, you just cut my hair. And just seeing you like, yo, this is what I'm doing. We had a like mind vibe. That's another thing too. We got to associate ourselves with people that's on the same like mind.
Yeah.
Like if we still sitting over there hanging with the same homie that's trying to make a nickel out of pennies, like, come on, dog, you ain't doing nothing. And you still trying to do the same game, and it ain't benefiting nothing.
Right, that shit ain't never working. It
You
still
just
ain't
being
working.
right in the way. You know what I mean? And not to say that I'm a shit on you. I'm saying that we got to do better to be better.
Yeah.
I also want to see some more businesses do it the right way.
Yeah,
There's
stop
so many,
shortcutting, man.
right? There's so many businesses that they come out, they got a great idea, and they do so many like shortcuts with paperwork.
And all that shit eat
You
you up in
know,
the
yes,
That
and
shit
then
backfire, yeah.
in 2, 3, 4 years you turn around and they're gone. Like I like to see that, like, you know, us do things correctly so that they can't come at us.
Yeah.
And they and we can have longevity in our businesses that we're putting out there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something that I see all.
Big facts on that, man. Big facts on that.
Yeah.
That
That has
really-
a lot to do with, like you said also, as we're growing, we should be teaching. We should be passing down.
Stop gatekeeping.
Right,
That part.
right.
Stop gatekeeping.
People think that, like, you know, when you be at work and you don't want to teach your replacement. You know,
Yeah,
like we
yeah.
get
Definitely.
trapped in that mindset and that mentality. But especially when you see a good person and you know that they have the potential to grow and to take your words of wisdom to, you know, don't withhold. Don't feel like, you know, they're going to take your job away or take your position away or
Yeah.
But that means
take your power.
you ain't doing your job. If somebody can take your job, you ain't. I mean,
You ain't doing it to full capacity.
You ain't really doing it right.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I agree and I disagree because for a fact, I know I could sit out there and bust and grind, and I learned the hard way from one of my mentors. He sat there and said, you doing all this, but you ain't set yourself up to maintain that job. Like, you doing it great, but you let another person come in because they had some type of paperwork
Right.
to make themselves look better, and then you just train this bull. But you sitting over here, but I got like 3-4 years. Sometimes we got to go the extra yard to really stand out, especially as a culture. And I'm talking directly to the black folks in America because we looked at the most. They'll take everything from us, but won't let us be a part of it.
Yeah.
They want our style. They want, you know, it's, oh, the black man. And then when they feel as though that we too big, they start breaking us right on down. And we
Yeah.
allow it. We open up the door for them when we take the shortcut.
Right.
When we sit over here doing
That's
something
what I
that we ain't
mean.
supposed to, when we know.
Exactly. You give them a reason to say something to
Yeah.
you, man. If your stuff was done the way that it needed to be done, they can't come at you that way.
At all.
That way. They got to get more creative.
Facts.
Yeah, they do. I know from a business aspect, like, I mean, if I could find someone to do the work cheaper, that's just me. But I'm also going to tell y'all, you know, don't be a gatekeeper. Put that information out there. Let people. Matter of fact, if your thing is to share information, I mean, you can always be a consultant. That always turns out to be a good thing for you because you meet the right people in the right places to make things happen anyway. Just
Yeah.
stop gatekeeping.
Now, also, like, you know what I'm saying, like the event, the PodCon, like, you know what I mean, what Wallow did, the dopest part I thought was that, like, you know what I'm saying, when he brought the people on the stage, like, a lot of people got, like, you know, classes, and then they got, you know, certain stuff, so they'll promote, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that, just get with me.
Just get
you know what I'm
with
saying?
me.
And then they going to say, yeah, get with me, and they going to say, make a video saying, oh, yeah, I got this, Y, X, Y, Z, but to know the secrets and to know all the good stuff, hit me in the DM. I'm gonna text you a code and you can take the class. Now the master class is gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Wallow was like, no, tell them everything. Tell them. You know what I'm saying? Because they was giving us like bits and pieces.
Game, dog,
and you know what I'm saying? He was like, no, tell them straight up. Tell them where to go. Tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing everything down on my notebook. I'm like, oh shit. Like he really was like, they really was giving us everything.
I got all them videos and I'm looking at it. He's like, yo, you can go here. You go get a business account for LLC here.
Exactly.
You can they'll run your credit report on this credit bureau. Da 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 da. Especially when dudes solve my finance, because finances is the big part of everything.
That's the major part.
He was like, finance yourself horizontally, then vertically. And I'm like, explain. He's like, yeah, you got these banks that go to different credit bureaus. They don't hit all three. It's just going to hit one at a time. And I'm like, dog, you telling me I can go to 3 different banks that go to 3 different credit bureaus and I can get that amount of money from each one and then just keep stacking on each one? Mm-hmm. That shit made perfect fucking sense.
Right, but you see how he trickled down knowledge.
Yeah,
that's stuff people usually keep within.
That's the
and also understand the advertisement in the situation, because in reality that's part of his hustle. His hustle is for you to come and keep reaching out, because if we don't get people to, what I feel with some of the black folks that I've dealt with is the fact that they'll give you a part of it, but not the whole thing. So I gotta now depend on you to keep giving me.
But sometimes all you need is that initial kick to just get in the door. You got a lot of people just not even opening the door for us.
And when they do is, a lot of times, man, you gotta see how many times that you open up that door for the individual. Like, all right, look, I'm gonna show you the game. When I show you the game, you shit on me. It's like, oh, now I don't want nothing from nobody.
Yeah.
But if I'm showing you something, don't come back and make me now I'm the little guy. You can see there's people in the world that had good relationships with people, but had to separate themselves because it got toxic. Yeah. Because it became, damn dog, we was homies, we was brothers. Like if I open up a barbershop and this is faded, but I'm whatever barbershop. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But don't go over there because I'm better. You know what I mean? That's we being toxic now. We ain't trying to really help each other move up.
That's like, I know other barbers in other places, and depending on who I'm talking to, like, I'm always trying to promote the business, but if you're in an area where I know someone who cut, I'm going to recommend them to you only because I know what you're looking for. You're looking for quality.
That's the blessings. That's the for.
I mean, you can come check me out if you like to, but if it's too much of a hustle, too much of a hassle, I'll definitely tell you there's someone in your area that I know that I stamp, because doing what I do, I got to be able to stand behind certain people, because these same people that I'm promoting help me in a way.
Right.
So, it's the give back. You always got to be able to, it's got to be a two-way street. As long as you're giving, you got to receive. As long as you're receiving, you got to give. It's got to be a balance to it. You just can't keep taking and not give.
Right. And the flip side of that, that coin is for those people that think that they're just going to sit around and wait for somebody to open a door for you. You also got to get out and hustle.
You got to get out
and do what you got to do.
Definitely hustle.
Don't expect no doors to be sitting there open or for people to, pull you up. That's a big thing also.
And that's an understanding of also, too, not being too comfortable with your surroundings.
Yeah.
Your team and who you deal with, they going to have your back 10 toes down no matter what. And even if y'all have y'all falling out, if y'all got a good enough relationship that you take the time to, I just met you today, but my man say you good, then you good with me.
Right.
And I'll take the chance because I'm gonna give you the respect. If you mess that respect up anywhere down the line, then that's just what it is. Right. I know I let him deal with you rather than me deal with you, but you still part of the team. And whatever he's seen in you, we gonna make it work from there. Maybe I can't work directly with you, but he good and he work good with you. So all right, so I'm still part of this team. We all gonna benefit. I'm not gonna, oh no, I ain't gonna mess with him because they got burgundy on it, I got red. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not. We're not.
We ain't playing
that.
this.
It just happened. I swear to God.
But that's people be so petty to go to social media and hate and when, especially during this time of day, man, we got too many killings. We got too many family members that we lose every day. We got too many senseless acts of violence that just don't make no sense. When at the same time, as a culture, we're always discriminated against. We can't do nothing without.
Yeah, we beating on each other. We
got the world
beating on us. It's like there's no.
It doesn't make no sense. People say, "Oh, well, the cops be killing us." We kill our people more than the cops.
Yeah, sure do.
I mean, but we going out here and we setting up little situations where we taking little parades down here. Black Lives Matter. Let's go to the hood. Be like, yo, my man, we ain't gotta go this route. You know what I mean? And I don't knock no hustle because I was out there. So me being out there, look, boy, we gotta be able to come to an agreement. If I gotta eat, then we gotta eat. So let's work that out together. Maybe this ain't the move for me. Like I said in the beginning, you got the homeboy that's sitting out there 10, 20 years doing the same thing he been doing since he's a young boy.
Yeah.
And you ain't make nothing from it?
I had a homeboy come here, not even a homeboy, this old dude, he gotta be like 60 something, 65, 66. And he sold me a quick jacket because he had bought an extra one on whatever site he bought it from. Sold to me for 40. I turned around, sold it for 50 because I didn't really need it. I was like, all right, cool, I can make whatever happen, Jock. But obviously, you need the bread. Let me alleviate it off your pocket. But talking to him, he's talking about the businesses in the area and how none of the businesses in the area support black people or give back to the neighborhood. But in the mindset of being a businessman, I also stop and think, like, what are you doing for yourself? Because you can't expect it to come from these businesses. Like, this dude was the nickel and dime hustler forever. Didn't do nothing with his money, ended up getting a little apartment. Now he's 65, 66, living in a little Social Security joint, whatever. So, again, he's handout looking, but, you had an opportunity, and when you had yours, you probably wasn't giving back to the community either.
What they say, time don't wait for nobody.
Yeah.
That thing, if you ain't got no life insurance, no 401k situated, you could. When my mom passed away, she only lived off of Social Security. They didn't give her nothing. They gave me $250 and said, bury her with this.
Yeah.
Like me and my folks had to bury my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was, it was but
funerals
that was still a life choice.
Man.
You know what I mean? That at the end of the day, I can't go out like that because I don't want my peoples to have to force the
Make a
cremation.
fish fry and shit,
That's too hard body.
Yeah.
But I got a question real quick, directly for the females. You think it's easier for females to support the culture or harder? Because I know y'all go through a lot more.
Y'all go through a lot more.
We tend to do well with that. Like, we support one another well. I heard what y'all said about, my cousin's, business type thing. We usually do well with, hey, yeah, my girl can braid hair. You know what I'm saying? She do nails. We do, as women, we do try. I will say that we do a lot of uplifting
Support system
and
strong.
Support, yes. Yes.
I ain't gonna hold you. I know that for a fact. Anybody do anything, it's a oh, my girlfriend do such
That's
and such.
right. I got a girlfriend that do that.
My girl, oh yeah. Go
Right.
ahead, hit her up.
Right.
They go check her out on her Instagram. She on it.
Yeah, definitely. As in, the difference that I see with males, with y'all.
What's that?
Y'all
What
gotta
you
get
say?
stronger in that.
Yeah, I find
area.
when you're dealing with men, it's a lot of convincing you have to do. Like a lot of men stand 10 toes down on what they believe, and you're not gonna change that.
But that also, to me, goes into I feel like women are nowadays, and I'm talking about like not when I was growing up, but nowadays women are all about the bag. They trying to make their money, and things of that nature. So I think that has a lot to play in it too, because I feel like as women, when it comes to relationships, that we do not support one another when it comes to relationships. We'll tell each other to go, girl, I ain't putting up with that. Go to the next. Like, so you see how like that thin line, the thin line between love and hate.
Oh, we gonna get this money. Oh, but my man, he ain't
You're
shit.
right. He ain't shit.
Yeah, get rid of him.
You can do that all by yourself.
Do what I'm
Right.
doing, girl.
So there's like
Leave me
that
alone.
slight where when it come to that bag, heck yeah, my girl do, but go ahead and let a relationship stuff. We will tell you to self-sabotage. Sad to say, that's where we don't pass down knowledge to me. We should be teaching, these young girls that are in these relationships, especially when they got kids with these men, how to weather the storm and things of that nature.
Taking relationship advice from single friends.
Right. But y'all men seem to have that part together. Y'all will uplift each other. Y'all will, if you see your boy, hey, what are you doing? Allison at home, like
We
y'all
don't really be having
us
anybody to talk to. We
girls?
be hurt. Like, we,
And
that
I
should
think
be hurting, and we don't be
yeah.
talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
man.
That come down to the ego and the pride. Like, man, I ain't gonna look.
Y'all
Yeah,
will
so-
check each other is what I'm saying. Us women, we don't, from my experience, we won't check each other. We'll sit there and let her go down that path, be like, I told her. As in men, I've seen my male friends be like, yo, like, nah, we
You
can't.
bugging, you tripping.
Yeah, what you
Yeah,
tripping?
nah.
Like, no. I've seen y'all do that.
We gotta get Cheryl going.
So it'd be easier to support the female to the male rather than to another female, depending on the situation for the group. Question.
I feel like, yeah.
I feel like when men support each other, it can be an emotional thing. Some guys feel like, it's a sign of weakness, but you got those guys who understand situations and know how to navigate you through because they don't want to see you do some dumb shit. You got women who, because I remember going to my mom with emotional shit, thinking like, I'm gonna get some good advice because this is a woman. How do I treat this woman?
Right.
And she'd give me some ass backwards advice, and I'm like, are you sure, mom?
Right. Whose side is you on? You on her team? You don't even know her.
No, not even on her team. She would tell me to do some.
Self-sabotage.
She would tell me some self-sabotaging shit. And I'd be like, that don't even sound like a womanly answer. But I
You
get
tried it once or twice.
I did.
I know
I'm
you
like, all right,
did.
well, if it worked for mom, not realizing she's sitting up single and ain't got my dad around and shit.
And two, you gotta look at that as that's my baby. Yeah, you don't need that chick. Leave her alone. Because I know for a fact from my daughter. My daughter come like, yeah, no. Especially if I don't like him. Yeah. Man, he did what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck, man.
He's done.
Yeah, but
Kick
it's not like
rocks.
you're not going to tell us some shit that is wrong. Like my mom would say some shit that is just wrong. I'm like, all right, mom, you've been raising me all these years. I ain't dead yet. You ain't giving me no fucked up advice just yet. No, this is it. This is
This is the first
when it
one.
starts
It's not even the first one. It's just the first
make
one.
a
I'm
note of
realizing.
that.
Yeah, you make a
Yeah.
note of that. Was like, all right,
Like,
no
all right,
more
what,
relationship questions to mom.
Exactly. Yeah. Like my dad, I'll talk to him about that shit. But if it came to like, hey, dad, I'm trying to start this business. All right, what I'm gonna need you to do is come up with all your money and a plan. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate that.
And I think that's the more importantly for us to work as a community. I think we had talked about it in previous podcasts. Got to look us up too on Choppin Up. We on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music. We out here. Listen to us. But we had spoken about how it begins at home.
Yeah.
That foundation at home is how we can start to really work together as a community. Because if our home is messed up,
You ain't doing nothing out here.
we
we're
don't
gonna go outside,
technically
it's
we don't
gonna
know
be-
how to work as a unit because our home is
fucked
up
up
and
at
down.
home.
You know what I mean? It starts right there. Build up that foundation. Set that order.
Yeah. But meanwhile, while we out here, let's do better for each other because, we outside more than we in the house. That's for damn sure.
Man, speaking about support, man, what you got going on with this Garden State Gold? Let's get some more of that out.
Right now, I'm taking it to a wayside. So I'm really trying to get the barbershop. Gilly was talking about that on the podcast. Like people that do too much. I do too much. So I'm trying to get one thing going at a time. And I know once I get this going, that's nothing. I've got the ideas on hold. It's more so getting this to move, but I can get that moving.
Prioritizing.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to get this right here, the podcast and the shop. More so the shop. I need this shop to do better. It's gonna do better. I'm not saying I'm doing bad. I'm still working as an entrepreneur to figure out how to do one thing at a time, I guess. And I'm gonna take my seat back and I'm gonna do the podcast every time we get the chance to. I'm gonna promote da. But I want my blades and want my skills to sharpen up. I want people to come in here and start spending their money on the quality work that I put out.
Thanks.
And when they come here and see the quality work I put out, you'll understand why I got this podcast, why I got the clothing line.
How can they hit you up?
Oh shoot! You can always book an appointment with me, man.
Yeah, because I'm selling my man because he's sharp.
I am sharp, man.
He's
I ain't
sharp.
gonna lie. I ain't like tooting my own horn, but I am. I'm dope. FAD3D.org. You can always book an appointment with me, Gucci, or I got another barber named Nafis Ali. We've got stylists in here that twist up, braid up. We do everything inside of here. If you want to follow the Instagram page, F_A_D_3_D. That's faded the long way.
Feed it.
It's faded the long way. If you just want to follow me and just see my work, I mean, I'm at the Lofty Groomer on Instagram, so there's multiple ways to get in contact with me. If you want to follow my clothing line online, we got at the Garden State Gold. I mean, ain't too much. It's more just so me looking good in my clothes right now, but they still look good. They're still available for sale. Website coming soon.
Which one? Can I get a camera? When y'all go on to Instagram and y'all go to the Lofty Groomer, I want y'all to like that picture of me getting my hair cut by Gucci. All right, just because if you look at other
talking about support.
if you look at other podcasts, you understand where I'm going with it. But check that out. Hit a like on it, and then hit that DM.
Yeah, the boy's sharp over here. I'm trying to, but then again, going through my process of trying to find out how to be great, I'm learning that I got to actually start with one thing. So I got the shop and then the podcast, and I can't say no to the podcast. I love to talk to the people, and I got a shop to do it in. So it's going to be those two things first, paramount, and then this clothing line. It's coming. It's still here. It's always here. It's just it's going to hit the wayside for a second. We got seasons getting ready to change up, and too much thinking I got to do on it. And I'm just like, look, let me attract the people first.
Why you don't have your
My clothes on right now?
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Every podcast, I think you should have something on.
I typically do. I just decided for the past couple of meetings to try to be fly.
That's what Danny say. That's what the first lady always say.
She always says she will.
Every
do.
time.
She do.
Every time.
Every time.
Well, every time you recording something.
Yeah, to wear one of my signature pieces.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
would.
I normally try to, but then I've been trying to look more professional on the podcast. I try to come through with the slacks and the boots, and because I'm always making fun of Sincere and how he looked, and I'm like,
That was one episode. You gonna let that?
It'd be every episode. It's just the one that y'all might know because he got mad, so I can't talk about him no more because I don't want to use the trigger word. He was mad though. He was really mad.
Anyway, DJ Nah, what you got going on, man? How can we support you, and where can we support you at?
First of all, you could book me for your next birthday party, barbecue, bar mitzvah, baby shower, repast, like anything music, entertainment related. Like if you're an artist, you need your mixtape hosted, call me, book me. I host stuff. You know what I mean? I got a podcast platform on Instagram. Go subscribe, ring the little notification bell so I can know that we know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Support Faded. Come get your hair cut. You know what I mean? Hopefully after this joint I get a shape up or something. We're gonna talk about that on the flip side. But just follow me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this stuff, subscribe, tune in. Like that's how you can support me. Just like stay up on the activities and stuff that that we got going on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And likewise, I support other people, so it's just like network. That's what I'm big on. I'm big on networking,
We appreciate you here too.
Because networking could get you places and get you. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that money can't even buy.
Yeah, unlock a lot of doors for you. That's for sure.
Because he's my cousins now. You know what I'm saying? I come in,
That's right.
Come chill out. You know what I'm saying? On Mondays.
That's a family barbecue.
Even when we're not chopping it up in front of this camera, we be here chopping it up all day long. That's what we do.
The titles definitely be real. You said earlier you act.
You on Tubi,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Tubi. Shout out to my man Gutter Films. I actually did a couple of movies. I just did a movie with Boom from Philly. It's called Y'all Drawn. They got all the comedians in it, and that should be coming out soon. It's called Y'all Drawn.
Oh man, see what networking do? Now I'm about to get all their information. They all gonna be up here
For
too.
sure, and I'm bringing everybody up here. As soon as we go on the tour with the movie, we gonna run all
Run that shit
podcasts
right
up.
Hell yeah.
Look,
Whatever y'all see on my page, what's up with him? What's up with them? Listen, I'll line it up. Like, you ain't even got to contact him. I hit him, my folks, this and that, Throw the oop. Like, that's what we trying to do.
even though we out here in Jersey, you see that reach go crazy. We talking Jersey right now. We got South Philly, North Philly. You got Bronx,
Who, me?
New York.
I'm Brooklyn originally.
Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you network.
Yeah.
Because you never know where somebody from or where they gonna be at.
Yeah.
That my man do a whole movie tour now. That's a whole damn, where we can get it. Well, we doing a tour over here, so we can go ahead shoot past this and whoever he know, just in case he ain't in the area. Like, that's how you communicate with somebody. Not trying to take what they, but just to offer to give, because it's better to give them receive majority of the time. But we live in a time where trying to get that
Everybody
money.
trying to get money.
You know what I mean?
Everybody trying- I get it.
Sometimes it's not like that. Like you said earlier, everything, you can't buy everything.
Yeah, the money gonna come. You just gotta like work. You gotta keep working. You gotta put the work in. Like if you just focused on the money, like you go get a job. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
not a problem.
Right.
cause this shit that we chasing. I mean, everybody got a common goal, and like whatever we chasing, you gotta get there, so that you. You know what I mean? And then that shit gonna make the money. I was on Instagram earlier, and I seen a John post that said, your salary is the price that your employer pays you to stop chasing your dream.
Yep.
And that shit, I was thinking about that shit. That shit crazy. That shit hit. Yeah,
That shit hit. Believe me.
Let me get that one more time.
He said the salary that they pay you at your job is the price that your employer pays you to
Give
stop
up
chasing your
your
dreams.
That hit hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like this shit can make $1 million if we keep going.
Said, stop doing what you're doing.
But if, you know what I'm
Come over
saying?
here and make my money.
Yeah, you like, just
I'll
come
pay
here.
you this
Just
much
come
a
here. Look, I
week.
got this for you, huh?
Nope.
Take this. Don't
So
worry
you
about
can stop
Don't
doing
worry
what
about
you're
that
doing
podcast shit.
and
Don't
come
worry
make
about
me my money.
Yeah. Don't worry about cutting hair. Just come work here every day, and then I mean, once you
And
get
we're in that country where greed take off. So it's
Yeah.
like, man, look, I got a dream and a half, dog. I cut hair. I've been cutting hair for 25 years now. And when I was doing this for free in my backyard, that's how I got nice. And then I met people
you
that
start getting paid for it.
I started to get paid for it. And now that I'm getting paid for it, I mean, don't get me wrong, I cut hair, but I'm really trying to put other barbers on. That's why I got a whole shop. I could have did this by myself. I didn't need 14 other fucking stations. I could have just been one barber in here taking all the fucking money. Matter of fact, if you're a barber looking for a job, hit me up. F_A_D_3_3_D.
Man, you
'Cause,
talking about networking with y'all.
sure.
It's not about just me making a dollar. It's about me providing opportunities, because opportunities come right back. So
Absolutely.
for everyone who needs an opportunity, I got a few for you.
I want to learn how to cut hair.
I mean, use some clippers. This man want to learn too. I ain't got no problem teaching you what I know, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna learn. As soon as I learn, I'm gonna master it. As soon as I master it, I'm gonna hand it on down. Like, look, I did it. I got it. Let's move it.
Right.
The facts are more important. What you said earlier, Gucci, is also having that patience and prioritizing. Like, clearly, that was one of the main things that stuck out during that Wallow Gilly thing, is prioritizing. We sit over there and we put everything on the plate and expect to eat it. You got too much on your plate, it's just falling over.
It's falling over. Yeah. I probably want to get to that side of the plate. So
It's like being at a buffet. You like, I'm gonna go get another plate. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get something else. I ain't
You
eat the
trying
rest
to
of this
take it,
shit.
I'm going to say this, I'm going to eat this later. Then it go bad, because you put too much on the plate.
yeah.
And as a culture, we be sitting over here trying to do everything. And all we got to do is one thing, work together.
Work together. Yeah.
Supplication and application.
You need a mic, Drew.
My man said, Uncle Drew over here, he say supplication and application.
Wisdom, get the wisdom, and you have to apply the wisdom. So there's three things you do. You pass, somebody get the wisdom, they pass it down to you, you apply it, and then you pass it to somebody else. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
People that we don't do.
Look.
Share the knowledge.
I'm here to share
knowledge.
all my knowledge with y'all. I'm here to share all my knowledge with y'all. I just need y'all to share it with me, because there are things I don't know that I do want to know.
Also, too, got to give our shouts out to the event, and also to, if y'all don't already know, $1 million worth of game.
Oh, follow the podcast too.
What do you say? Me.
Yo, he be killing me with that. But it's because of brothers like that that's willing to share, like you said, and pass it on, is why we here. Because there was someone that gave us that gem and said, "Oh, do it like this," or if it don't, here go the game. Try it, see how it works. Don't take the shortcuts. This is what's going to be a success.
Yeah.
Take the time, prioritize, and be patient. Don't nobody become a millionaire overnight.
Facts. It might look like it, but you know what I'm saying? It's like long hours and days of people putting up shots, people putting
Sacrifice,
up
bro.
work, shit that don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit.
Yeah. Believe me, sacrificing every day. But yeah, everybody's get out here and network to do this damn thing, bro.
It's funny too that you said that as far as the job, because I know for a fact I'll put in 40, 50, 60 hours and my check don't look nothing
like 40, 50,
what
60 hours,
yeah,
right?
Right.
This is what you think is worth the
They
shit.
take more.
they
They take
tax-
more tax. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You think you doing good? Oh yeah. You know.
Let me knock you down.
That 20 hours extra. That went to the extra taxes because you know you get taxed on your regular check. Then you like, all right, income tax time, I'm gonna make the money back. Then they tax that again.
They
tax that,
again.
yeah.
Like golly. But this is the world we live in, and we gotta abide by the law and not be on that. You know, Wesley Snipes running. That's my man's, but still, you know, do your taxes. That's some funny stuff.
But like you were saying, like you said, you know what I'm saying, working 40, 50 hours, right? Some people work 40, 50, 80 hours, you know what I'm saying, a week, 2 weeks, or whatever, then turn around and go home and don't put no hours into their craft or they dream or
Exactly.
nothing. Like you just go home and play the game, watch Netflix, smoke,
Sleep,
go to sleep.
smoke,
Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you want to sleep more than you want to like get to the
bag.
moon. You know what I'm saying? We trying to go to the moon.
And still
Right.
having those dreams, like man, one day.
Yeah.
One day. If you
One
don't
day.
take the step,
You better make one day, 2 day.
But still having a discipline to like to get off of work and like, all right, I'm tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, now I got to go do this. And now I'm about to go, you know what I mean? Because you got to make it happen. It ain't going to happen by itself.
By itself.
and you
Yeah.
condition yourself. I could say one thing about me. Like I am also one of those people. I'll be trying to do way too much too soon. But once I get a plan, like I'm gonna do this little, you know, lawn care thing for this summer, just to do it, just to bring in the extra income. But I'm gonna work for myself. Again, I'm spending all this money, and well, I'm working all these hours. I'm not making the
Making all
money.
the money, yeah.
You know what I mean? This way now that when I invest in myself, I can feel good about something. It's mine.
Yeah.
Every time we sit over as a culture, when we have something that's ours, man, you can't take that from us. That's it.
Yeah.
That's right.
We ain't sitting over here waiting on what was it, for an acre and a mule? How does it?
40
Yeah.
acres
I'm
and a
not
mule.
waiting for y'all to go
Acres
give
and
me
a mule.
nothing.
Definitely
If
don't
I-
wait for that.
You know what I mean? If I got the means to go ahead and get it myself, I'm gonna go ahead and get it myself. And I'm not going to shortcut and say, oh, forget the people that help you, because those people definitely need those gems. They definitely need that respect, because you can't do nothing all the time by yourself. You just gotta have the means to go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Take that first step. Don't sit back looking like, oh man, one day,
One day.
Gucci gonna come around and be like, come on, man. Then he gonna be like, come on, Sean, you ready? We gonna go? No. These now y'all just dropped the album. Come on, Sean, spit. I don't know how, man. Listen,
I wrote it down for you already.
yeah, all I said was come to the studio.
Right. Because them reparation checks still ain't come yet.
They
We've
ain't
been
come
waiting.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been waiting forever, ever
Keep
for them.
looking.
Right, but that's what, like what you said. You said to keep the people around you, keeping you going. You know, you can't stand still in a moving current. That current gonna move you.
Yeah.
And if you keep people around you that's moving and doing like-minded things,
Yeah.
you going to sway with
Raise
that
up.
current.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Well, look, that's about the end of our show today. We appreciate y'all stopping up. Anybody got something coming up this week they want to, promote, push out there?
Oh yeah.
This Wednesday coming up, I host an event. Well, I actually DJ event every fourth Wednesday of the month, where if you rap and you can make a song that's not celebrating gun violence and like cursing, you can win up to $1,000. Let me say it again. You can get paid to rap. Like if you rap, you can win up to $1,000 if you can make a song that's not celebrating gun violence and it don't have no profanity in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every fourth Wednesday of the month. It's called How Dope Are You? You check it out on my page. You know what I'm saying? And
Go ahead, put your page up, man.
DJ.ni on the Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love that word, man.
I'm about to be Will Smith rapping as soon as
I
you're
was
done.
about to say
Listen.
that's
Oh yeah,
hard.
cause she rap.
It is
Danny
hard.
rap.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? What did you
He
say?
said you got bars,
bars.
man.
I did got bars.
Look, you be perfect
You
for that
keep
joint.
saying that.
Danny, you go ahead. Go ahead with your
It's free. You can listen.
I
You
just-
take,
When I
come
lose
take
it
a
don't
chance.
matter,
Yeah,
yeah.
look, you might win.
That beat this big. She like, yo, I'm on that. Yeah.
Easy money.
I want to say I appreciate the whole group, the whole family right here. Because one thing, as far as supporting my peoples, I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do when we come up here on the show. No matter
He's
what.
saying that, yo. No, he right.
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Uncle Drew, he always in the back, always got some wisdom, as y'all heard. If y'all not, we're going to make sure he has a mic.
He needs a mic.
He does.
Yeah, like, come up next
He
episode.
likes to, on certain episodes,
Even when
likes
there's an
to
extra
come
mic,
in
he
there.
need the mic. He don't want to put the mic on.
I mean, but most definitely support each other, man. It ain't just about trying to look good, man. It's about looking good together as a whole, not the individuality. Did I say that word?
Yeah.
I got the word?
Got
Okay.
it.
Oh, look at you doing it.
All right.
Man,
Reading
look,
it. Look at
I
you
want to tell you
reading
my
this
book
shit.
is open all week. FAD3D.org. Book you an appointment. I know y'all need cuts. Valentine's Day is coming up. Y'all playing.
Yeah.
Other than that, all right, we out of here for the day, guys. Love, peace, respect, and until next time.
Deuce.
Ha! If you want the truth, Gucci gon' give it to you. If you want the truth, Danny gonna give it to you. If you want the truth, Sincere gon' give it to you. Gon' give it to you. Ha! If you want the truth, Gucci gon' give it to you. If you want the truth, Danny gon' give it to you. If you want the truth, Sincere gon' give it to you. 'Cause we're chopping it up.